Hello and welcome to this section of the TI-89 Calculator Tutor. We're going to continue talking about statistical plotting. In this case, we're going to talk about XY scatter plotting. So basically, when we were talking about graphing functions, we had a function y is equal to some function of x. In the calculator, using the equation we put in there, it would calculate the values of y and x according to the formula that you give it in here, and then it would plot those values on a graph. Well, a statistical scatter plot, or an XY plot, is basically the same thing. It's just there's no formula involved. It's raw data that you collect that you type into a list, and then the calculator plots the points. So it's actually simpler than this function business we were doing earlier. The only catch is you have to have your data. You have to have XY coordinate points. So for the purposes of illustration, we'll kind of make up a scenario. Let's say you had a metal bar. Envision this metal bar going horizontal. Maybe it's like, I don't know, a meter long or something. And at the end of this bar, at coordinate 0, let's say, x is equal to 0, we're going to use the x coordinate to denote the bar is going to lie along the x-axis, so we'll be able to see how long the bar is. And over here at x is equal to 0, at one end of the bar, we're going to put a blowtorch. And we're going to heat up one end of this metal bar. So I think you might all agree that near the blowtorch, the temperature of the metal is going to be hot. And near the far end of the metal, it's going to be cooler. And everywhere in between, it'll just kind of the temperature will gradually go down, right? So you can actually do this experiment. You could go in a garage, put a metal bar up there, you could measure the distance in X, you could measure the temperature everywhere, and then you would have some statistical data, right? This is just one example. I mean, you could have a survey for statistical data where you ask questions or whatever. But I'm just trying to kind of come up with something that we can kind of wrap our brains around. So let's go into the apps menu, go into the data matrix editor, and create a new set of data. All right. So this is data in the main folder, and we'll just choose a letter A or something like that to save our data in. We could name it whatever. We could name it bar if we wanted to. Go ahead and hit enter. And now we have our data. So what I want to do is just think about how we want to set this up. I propose that we put all of the coordinates in this column and the temperatures in this column. So literally at x is equal to 0, right, if we go over here, the temperature of that metal might be like 300 degrees, let's say 300 degrees Celsius. All right, and at a temperature of 0.1, let's say, the value here might be a little bit cooler, wouldn't you say? 295. Okay, so if you had all of these measurements, you could just kind of go and put, and maybe you didn't even maybe you did not even evenly space